I'll actually be somewhat on time this time. Look at that. Been a while. Sorry, Kuja, but you are a skip because I'm broke. Otherwise, I would totally pull because FF9 fandom, but I'm broke and Kuja, you're not really worth it. I'm sorry. Although that is the only FF9 weapon I don't have, and that's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me, not gonna lie. Even though I would never use it, it's gonna bother me. But enough about that. This stage, speaking of Kuja, is very heavily pushing elemental enchants to sell Kuja because they resist all of your damage unless they're enchanted, which you will see here quite a bit. We kind of just powered through it anyway. This run was kind of a mess. I mean, I made it work. I got my one turn, whatever. That's fine with me. Yeah, the only turn we used was Dark Knight Cecil's beacon phase, but I did not take into account Penelo's healing coupled with Dark Knight Cecil's damage because he needs to be low health to do more damage, and he kept healing, and it was weird, and it was a little rocky, but we made it work. I still need to catch up on Dare to Defy. I'm very behind with all of that. I still have to do the heads and this one. Yeah, the heads and this one. Those are the last two. So I still got to do those, and then I will be all caught up. Don't even know who I'm going to use yet for any of this stuff, but figure it out. In time, I suppose. One thing at a time. In fact, I'm going to just open it up in the comments. Share your Dare to Defy stuff. Not just this stage, not just the heads, but everything. I want to know how you guys conquered Dare to Defy. I'm just curious. We can have a whole discussion about that. So I'd love to know what you guys did. And on top of that, I'm curious what you guys thought of this particular installment of Dare to Defy. So I know the last one was pretty divisive. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. A lot of people who didn't like it because they felt as though we really didn't have a lot of options, because it was like the FR era had kind of just been introduced, so we didn't really have a whole lot of weapons, and then it was like, hey, do all these fights again with lockouts, and it's like it just seemed a little tighter to get it done. Some people liked that about it, other people didn't. This one, at the very least, we had more options. We had a lot more options as far as FR characters to tackle this. So I personally think that they went about it this time better, just because of the timing of it. So that I'll take. For me, I just don't really like having to do the same fight again. I just think that's kind of lame. But I mean, whatever. It is extra content, so I guess I can't really complain. It is extra rewards that the Japanese server didn't get, so it is just extra stuff. But I don't know, like, to me it's just kind of like, I don't want to do the same fight again, man. I really don't feel like it. Well, then don't do it! Well, I'm going to, because I want the rewards, asshole. Like, it's not an argument. Stop. Just stop it. I'm allowed to say things about it I don't like, okay? That doesn't mean, like, just enough. It's a fair criticism. But yeah, overall, I thought it was alright. Thought it was okay. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here, where, did not take into account what this is going to be like. Because we could have done a lot more damage in here, I feel. In fact, I maybe should have just used Penelo's FR. You know what? I definitely should have used Penelo's FR instead of Dark Knight Cecil's. Definitely. We would have had a lot more damage output. So, that was a mistake on my part. Because you'll see, like, we get decently close. We don't even finish him out in the burst phase, but we make it work. We make it work. We stumbled through this, but we got there in the end. I mean, even though it could have been cleaner, could have been better executed, I did this with no cry. There was no cry. No cry. Stupid. So stupid. Do you guys think that after I upload this video, should I give myself a like? Should I heart my own video? Would that be super fucking cringe to do? Or do you think that's like normal behavior? Comment below. Something else I was expecting here. Well, okay, something else I wasn't expecting, I should say. I thought that, in general, Dark Knight Cecil's burst phase would do more damage. And not even because of the mishaps that I'm talking about. His sap with his burst effect. Like, does that... It didn't really seem to scale much with the FR increases. Unless I'm just looking at something incorrectly. But that damage seemed to just stay the same. It didn't seem to increase as our force time percentage increased. Which is a bit of a letdown. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's look at this now. Does it even go up at all? Let's see. Okay. And then we'll get our sap. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to stay the same. Which I was not expecting. So, some math nerd out there, and by math nerd I mean someone who did the research, unlike me, will probably know exactly why that is. I'm sure it scales off of, like, HP sap or something, so it's probably like a fixed amount. I don't know, I'm talking out of my ass right now, but all I know is that I was expecting that to do way more damage than it did. So the whole time I'm running this, I'm like, well, that's a bit disappointing. Their health is not going down fast enough. And as you can see, my, yeah, just the increases in general. I mean, look, I thought it would be more than, I want to say it's like 50. Thought it would be more. 90. Okay, what the, okay, see, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. No clue. Okay, in my defense, I ran Dark Knight Cecil once before this. Well, okay, twice technically. The solo on the left side of tier 13, and then in the middle when I dueled it with him in core. So that was it. That's the only Dark Knight Cecil experience I have since he got his FR and burst. So, still learning, still learning. I probably should have learned before I started openly talking about it in public if I were a good content creator, but I'm not. So, you'll get to hear me just babble about shit that I'm unaware of. And be corrected in the comments. That would be great. So someone who knows more, please correct me. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I was hoping for them to die in here and not use the summon, so I could be like, no summon, no cry. Like, but unfortunately, did not pull that off. But that's okay. So anyway, the next character I'm really gonna have my eye on is Vivi, of course. Absolutely Vivi. I don't care how good he is. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Vivi is my favorite, which is not really that unique of a stance to have. Everybody loves Vivi, but I will 100% be pulling. I will gladly go broke for Vivi's FR and burst. Like, hands down, I will do it. They're still resistant damage. They're unbinding. It doesn't matter. Yeah, these guys, there's not much to watch out for, really. Like, you really can just rush them down. Just bring Elemental Enchant and bring a team that makes more sense than mine, and they will die relatively quickly. As you can see, you don't have to worry about them just attacking you when it's not even their turn. They don't do any of that shit. So, yeah, this stage is really not much to worry about. As you can see. And I'm running out of things to say. I've been babbling on about nothing for 9 fucking minutes. Will you just die already? There we go. Okay, this will be the end. And then I can finally stop talking. Yay! Okay, we're done. That's what I did. Curious as to what you guys did for this and for Dare to Defy. I'd like to get into all of that as well. But this is my run. I hope you guys enjoyed. And thank you for watching.